Hi guys, I'm Reada Sobeski. I teach the senior exercise classes for the Dundee Township Park District. For this next half hour, we're going to be doing some strength training work. So if you happen to have some weights at home, go ahead and bring them out for this. If not, we can always make something as far as weights. You can take some empty water bottles and fill them with sand or rocks, or you can leave them filled with water, and you can just hold those and use those as weights also. Soup cans come in really handy. If you're really strong, maybe you can grab like bigger, heavier gallon jugs and slowly fill them with a little bit of sand or water, or whatever you want to use. They're a little bit harder to hold, so the bottles are a little bit easier. But let's get going here. So we're going to try and do an overall body strength training exercise today. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you have some weights, go ahead and grab them. All right. And if you have multiple sets of weights, you can start with a heavier set for these first few exercises. You can always put them down and go lighter if you don't like the way it feels, or you can go up. It's up to you. All right. So let's bring those weights down alongside of us here. Okay. Let's pull our ab muscles in, stand tall. With your tail, I want you to sit back, all right, and then up. Good. Sit back on your heels, head towards your chair if your chair is behind you, and sit back. Make sure your knees are way back behind your toes. We want to be nice to our knees. They've taken a beating. So let's sit back. And now, if you can and you feel comfortable enough, when you come up, I want you to curl those weights up to your shoulders. Using your water bottles, using your weights, using your soup can, whatever you feel comfortable holding. So you don't have to go out and buy yourself any weights. Sit back. Good. And sit back and curl up. Now, if you started out with a heavier weight, it might get a little tough on those arms, but you can always switch. Sit back. Don't bow at me, okay? So don't do this, all right? Stay up tall, send your rear back to your chair, and curl up. Try to keep your elbows at your side so you're not doing this, okay? Sit and curl up. Can you do two more? Good. Can you do one more? And up and release. Good. Bring those weights to the front now. Knees are relaxed, they're soft, not bent and not stiff, okay? Take the bones in your behind or your tail and push it out towards your chair as you head forward towards the floor, okay? And up. Now, if you don't feel confident holding weights while you're doing this, you can use your hands and slide them down the front of your legs and up. Remember, this part of you goes back, touches that wall behind you, and you're coming up. Good. We'll send it forward and up. Maybe you only feel comfortable going to about here. That's fine. Whatever range of motion you and the backs of your legs and your spine feel like moving through, your low back. Good. Send it forward, tail out. Some of you are probably a little more flexible and you can go all the way to the ground. That's fine. Go ahead. Just make sure you use good form. You're still pushing out your tail. Keeping your knees nice and soft. Don't bend your knees thinking the floor is the goal, okay? You go as far as you can. Forward and up. Good. Forward. Keep that tail out. Keep your abs in. Keep them pulled in. We're going to take the next one forward and we're going to hold forward, okay? Where's your forward? It's up to you. Can you release your hands away from you and turn your palms to face each other? Knees relaxed. Can you pull those weights back and release them to the floor? Can you pull back and release to the floor? Maybe you're here. That's okay. It's up to you. Squeeze back and release. Are you breathing? Pull back and release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Can you touch your elbows behind your back? Yeah, probably not. Good. Can you give me two more? Can you give me one more? Now release those hands and then return from our deadlift and bring it up. Whew, could you feel that in the low back, backs of the legs, upper back between shoulder blades? Stay up tall now. Good. Abs are in. Let's head back into those squats again. Okay. And up. Good. Sit back. And up. Good. Sit back. Can you add that curl again? Sit back. And then can you curl them up? And release. Sit back. Curl them up. Sit back. And up. Good. Sit back. And up. Can you do 2 more? Can you do 1 more? And release. Palms to the front again. Okay, feet underneath you, knees relaxed. Can you head to the floor again? And back up. Head to the floor again. Push your tail out. And up. Good. Head forward. Good. And you don't have to use weights, don't forget. You can just use your own body weight. And up. And up. Are you light on your toes even as you go forward so you're not leaning in? Good. Head down, knees relaxed. Don't bend them though. Head forward. Can you do 3 more? And 2. And let's take this forward and let's stay forward this time. Good. Keep your palms this time looking at your knees and pull back. Good. Release. Now, if you don't like the feel of this with our palms in this position, go ahead and turn them to face each other and pull back. All right? It's up to you. Squeeze and down and squeeze and down. Now it's your deadlift. You could be here. Good. Knees are relaxed. Good breathing. Bringing those elbows together behind you. Tail is out. And you can change your hands if you feel more comfortable in this movement here. Can you do 2 more? Can you do 1 more? Let's release it forward and bring it up. Whew, good. How'd you do? So we did 2 sets of work for our thighs with some biceps, and then we did 2 sets for the hamstrings and the low back with some upper back on those rows when you're bent over in that position. You're just going to need 1 of your weights. All right, so if we have 1 weight, let's just all put it in the right hand. So we're gonna, well, or put it in the left hand if you want, that's okay. Let's bring that weight to the shoulder, okay? Abs are in. Can you press that weight up? Maybe. Maybe it only goes so far. If it's really tough, go without and push up, all right? If it's really tough, and press. And if you have different sizes of weights, you can switch out at any time. Press up. Good. Press up. Press up. And up. Can you do 2 more? Can you do 1 more? And release. Let's switch, all right? Weight starts here, push up. Maybe it goes to so far and down, or maybe no weight. And push up. This is a hard movement sometimes when we have some shoulder issues to get the hand up over the head. And you're breathing through the movement. Don't hold your breath. Good. Press up. Good. And press up. And push. Let's try 2 more. Push. Let's try 1 more. Push. And release. Good. Let's switch it back to the other hand. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Let's step forward on our left foot, weights in our right hand. Okay, let's step back a little bit with our right. Okay, using your front thigh, go ahead and put your hand on it and bring yourself forward. okay? So we're using our thigh to help us hold ourselves in place and to support ourselves a little bit more. Just let that arm hang right down towards the instep on your forward foot, okay? Just let it hang. Weight's pulling that arm down. While you're here, can you make some small little circles with the weight? Nothing big, okay? Just let that weight dictate the movement. Or you can just slowly move it on your own. Nice little circles. And reverse them. Good. Let that movement come all the way out of the shoulder. And hold. All right. We're going to take this weight. We're going to stay in the same position. If you need to take a break, you can go ahead and come up. All right. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring it back forward again using your thigh and pull that weight back. All right. And release it towards your instep. And pull it back. And release it. And pull it back. And you can do it without the weight. Remember the times of starting the lawnmower? All right, so you reach down and you pull that cord. Same thing with that weight. We're gonna reach down and pull back. Good. Reach down, pull. And pull. Bringing that weight up towards your armpit. And it might only go to here. Okay? You take that weight as far as you can pull it. How about 2 more? Good, and last one. And release, and bring it up. How'd you do? Forward on one foot also challenges our balance a little bit too. So when you're forward like this, we have to think about balance a little bit. So that's good to challenge it. Let's switch it around. Switch to the left hand, send the right foot forward, back with that left foot. Using your hand on your thigh, go ahead and bring yourself forward. This way we can support ourselves on our thigh. Arm is hanging out of the shoulder and just small little circles right here. Right out, kind of like a pendulum on a clock, except we're making circles. And reverse it. And let's hold. Hand on your thigh, abs in. Let's bring that weight back and release it down. Bring that weight back and release it down. Squeeze, release. Squeeze. Your range of motion is your range of motion. All right? Pull. And pull. Start that lawnmower. Pull. Good. No push button. Got to pull the cord. Good. And pull. And pull. 2. And last one. Gently release and bring it up. Good. How did you do? Feel okay? Did you have to change weights? That's fine. Go ahead and change your weights out. Go with no weights if you have to. Always make sure that you're working for you and not everybody else, okay? Go ahead and grab both weights and let's have a seat in our chair. By the way, I forgot to tell you, you're gonna need a chair, okay? So if you got your chair nearby, sitting on the edge of your chair in excitement, let's get feet flat on the floor, knees and toes straight ahead. Please don't sit like this, okay? You're cutting off blood flow to your lower leg, all right? And you're not letting this part of you act as a stabilizer. You're relying on your leverage against the chair. So let's get those feet out in front, nice and flat, okay? Good. Let's let those hands hang down alongside of your legs, all right? Tighten up your abs, and from the hips, let's move forward, okay? So almost like you're gonna sandwich yourself against your thighs, all right? Coming forward, good. Keep your arms down alongside your lower leg, all right? Elbows are gonna bend a little bit. So we're gonna lift to the side and we're gonna come down. Now you're gonna go, whoa, that was tough with the weights I had in my hand. Go ahead and switch to a lighter weight, or you can put them down and you can go without. So we're gonna reverse our fly, all right? So we're reversing and lifting up. Just think of big wings on a bird. We're reversing, we're pulling back, okay? This is a tough one. Like I said, if you need to switch to a lighter weight or go with no weight, that's fine. So lift into the side. Try to avoid doing this. All right, stay forward, squeeze to the side and down. Squeeze to the side and down. Good breathing. Up. These are tough, I know. Pull. Good. Can you do 2 more? Good. Can you do 1 more? And release. Good. And bring it up. How'd you do? Yes, I know. Those are pretty tough. So if you had to switch to a lighter weight, that's fine. If you need to keep a lighter weight, because this next exercise is going to be kind of tough also, go right ahead and keep that lighter weight. Only going to need 1. Okay, let's put it in the right hand. And I'm going to turn sideways on my chair. Whoops, there it goes. So you're sitting on your chair sideways. Your hands are going to hang down alongside of you, all right? Forward from your hips. Bring your elbow up. Almost like you think when you want to move somebody out of your way, you go like this, move out of my way. Same thing. Elbow back, move out of my way, okay? From here, I want you to unbend your elbow. It's a tough exercise, so make sure you're using a lighter weight and bring it back in, all right? So unbend your elbow and bring it back in. Try to keep this quiet, okay? So it doesn't turn into this kind of movement. All right, keep this quiet. Unbend and come back in. Good. Unbend and back in. Good. Push back and in. Push back and in. Can you do 3 more? This is tough. Can you do 2 more? Last one. And release. Let's switch those sides, okay? Okay. Forward from your hips, okay? Let's release that arm down. So take that elbow, push them out of the way. From here, unbend the elbow, and bend and bring it back in. And unbend, and bring it back in. Good. Push. And come back. Again, keep this quiet so you're not doing this. Okay? Back in. Maybe you have to go without the weight. That's fine. Push and in and push. Good. And push. Good. And push. Straight back. Straight back. And press. Can you do 2 more? Press. Can you do 1 more? And in and release. Good. You can put your weights down. You won't need those. Good. Let's give ourselves a nice hug here. Hug that arm across. And release and switch. Hug that arm across. And release. Good. Let's put our thumb up on our right hand, our thumb down on our left hand. Okay? Take that right hand and bring it down the middle of your back as much as you can. And it may just go to here. It may go all the way down the middle of your back. Take that thumb on the other hand and come up the middle of your back. Can you touch your thumbs? Probably not, but try it. Don't pull your head forward. Stay up. And gently release. Let's switch it out. Thumb up, thumb down, and meet in the middle. And release. Excellent. Let's extend the heel out front. Put your toe to the sky. From your hips, not your spine. Stay up. Let's head forward. And let's ease ourselves up. Can you cross your leg on top? If you can't, you can just cross your foot. That'll work. Okay, whatever you can. If you can get your shoe up on your thigh, go ahead, bring it up. As soon as you do, you're probably leaned back a little bit. Sit up tall. You can grasp the lower leg, and can you pull yourself forward towards that lower leg? You're going to feel the stretch in your rear and the hip. And let's ease up out of the stretch and gently lower your leg down. And switch out in front, toe to the sky. From the hips, head forward. Stretch should be in the back of the leg. And ease yourself up. Can you bring this leg up on? If you can't, you can just cross and you can leave it here. Bring that shoe up. Sit up nice and tall. And using your lower leg, you can pull yourself forward, and the stretch is right in the hip and rear. Good, and ease up, and let's go ahead and lower that foot down. Give me a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Nice and deep. And exhale. Good, keep that breathing going nice and deep through the nose. Nice and slow out the mouth. I want you to think that your lungs are way down here, okay? Even though they're not, they're up here. But they're way down here, and you got all this stale air left along the bottom. I want you to take such a deep breath, fill up those lungs, and exhale and get rid of all that stale air. Good, nice and deep one more time. And exhale. Thank you everybody for watching our videos with the Park District. I'm Reada Sobeski. Please check in. We have some other ones available for you to keep exercising. Bye.